welcome back to Lumosity. Alright, let's... Ooh, Word Bubbles is a game that we'll be playing today. Oh, yeah, I love that one. Today I feel... See, I would feel great even if I got my referral link in Star Wars Republic to work. But see, it worked outside of Star Wars Republic. But when I got in, it turned out it had not, or at least if it did, the effects of it did not seem to register or whatever. Anyway, how many hours did you sleep last night? Well, I slept for around, well, let's see. I bet I slept about 6 hours. Alright, moving on then. Word bubbles. Oh, okay, getting right into it. Alright. Bats. Oh, that's fun. Bats is a word. Oh, sound. Alright. Batters. Battered. Battering. Batterang. I'm sorry, it's just too awesome. Battery. Batteries. Alright. Beta. Oops. Beating. Alright. Battle. Battlers. Battalion. Alright. Battle master. Ah. Picked up. Oops. Alright. Batching. Today I have brought with me a serrano pepper. It has a single wart on it, as I grew it myself, and these things are perfect. There's like animals and bacteria and stuff out there, and it gets in my peppers and eats them up. But anyway, I think it's been. I was waiting on this ripening. I think it's all ripened today, maybe even too ripe. I don't know. It's a little dry in the back. Oh. Oh yeah, that's the serrano I remember from last year. See, what it might be? It might just be the earlier peppers don't taste as good as the later year peppers. But I don't remember the early year peppers. I remember the later year peppers because they're the last ones I ate last year for obvious reasons. And now when we get later in the year, these taste just as good. Maybe I just forgot what the other ones tasted like after I'd gotten used to such bad ones. I don't know. Alright. Sorting. Sorn's a word. Well, I'll run with it then. Sorry. Oops. Sorrows. Good. Sorrowers. Sora. Alright. Sordidness. Alright. Sordidity. That's it. That's it for me. I'm serious. That is really sweet. And look at how fleshy too. Look at that. Oops. I'm having trouble here. Look how fleshy that is. It's nice. Alright. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Magazines. Magazining. Magazine, perhaps? No. Alright. Magnet. Magnets. The magnetic. Oops. Wrong way. Magnets. Magnets. Magnetic. Magnetic. Ha! Magic. There's nothing magic about magnets. Well, you just don't think there is. Depends on what you call magic. Big time. What? How? I always say, oh, this is gonna be awesome! Right before I fail hard. Why? Oh well. I mean, I was serious. If I was being ironic, that'd be one thing. But I was being serious. Oh, yuck. I actually ate the wart. Daggone it. No, I didn't eat all of it. I'm picking the rest of it off. Ew, it's nasty underneath too. Ah, gross. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't have time for this. Let's play Lost in Migration. That's a fun one. Alright. Well, I mean, it's not particularly fun. It's just really fast, and it's probably more fun than Speed Match.
Because we get to play with the birds. Yeah, you get to play with any birds in Speed Match. It's a bunch of boring shapes.
What? You call me boring? I'm not boring. Just listen to what kind of voice I got. It's all over the map. Some might even say it's off the map. You call me boring.
Yeah, well, it's a square. It's a square. Squares are boring.
Whoa, but I'm a not boring square.
Yes, well, squares are all boring. And even though you are the least boring of all squares, I'll admit that, you're still a square, meaning that you are still boring.
No, I'm totally not boring. You racist. Oh, well, everyone thinks the squares are boring. Oh, don't you know how important we are? The whole world's built on squares.
Oh, my circle, and I'll take a bit of that.
Whoa, your strokers don't even exist.
Well, I know you're the square, so you're gonna be so requiring of exact proportions as that.
Whoa, I mean, like, you can figure out just how to build a square, right? You can't figure out just how to build a circle.
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is that, yeah, the concept of a circle's all laid out, yeah? But, if you could lay out a circle exactly, and know exactly where it was, exactly how much space it had, you know, exactly blah, 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 you know, then you would know, you know, then if you do all that, well, great. You can know that with a square. You can know if you have a square that's blah, blah, you know, blah units wide and blah units tall, then you know that that square is blah units. You know, blah, you know, to area that, these, blah. Oh! Someone's paying out today.
Hold on, I gotta focus. Shut up.
Anyway, I always say...
I said shut up! I'm trying to focus here, can't you tell?
No, not really. Considering I'm still speaking, if you really meant it, then why haven't you shut me up then?
Oh, your grammar sucks. Well, anyway, just do shut up, please. I'm trying to focus.
Not happening. What I was saying was just related to the fact, you know what I think what happens here is when you go a little too fast, when you're too overzealous about getting shipping those thingamabobs out, you're getting yourself into trouble, in a bit of trouble. With it keeping up in the sky. You let it come down a ways, you don't have that problem. You're just too fast for your own good. That's what it is. You're too fast for your own good. Honest.
Man, that's a hot one too. My tongue hurts.
Anyway, what I'm saying is that with a circle, you totally know. Well, with a square, you totally know where we are. You know, totally, you can pinpoint where the what you know, if you can figure out everything about us. You know, you just pinpoint where we are. You can do that just by looking at, you know, where one of our corners is. And then, you know, being a square, you know where the old corners is. Well, two actually. You need to know where two of them are. Well, maybe actually three. Alright, if you know where three of them are, then you can tell the precise orientation of us, and you can tell how long each corner, each line is, each side that is. You can tell how much space we got. You can tell how much circumference we got. I can tell everything about us. But with you circles though, you circles, not so. You can't tell a bloody thing about them.
Not true, not true. You can tell lots about us.
Well, you can tell a little bit. You can tell about how you can't tell exactly anything. Yeah, but everything's an estimation. Estimate your exact area. That is, find an area that is in a circle. It's the same amount of area in a square.
What? What do you mean, like a square and a circle?
Well, exactly.
Well, that's easy.
No, it's not. It's impossible.
Oh, you think so, do you? You think so? Because it's not. Now, think about this. A circle is what is it now? Circle. Oh, let's say you have a circle with a radius of 1. Alright? Good. There's a radius of 1, meaning that it has a circumference of, what would that be? The circumference. Well, we don't care about the circumference, we'll care about the area. So, it's a radius of 1, right? Area is pi r squared, alright? So, 1 squared is 1. Pi times 1 is pi, alright? So you got pi right there, yep. And the square, then, you've got, you can square any of the sides, and the length of one side, and then you've got yourself, you know, the amount of area. So, you just take a square that's got a length of square root of pi, and you got your bloody squared circle, right? Yeah, a circle of radius 1 equals a square with square root of pi length.
Oh, well, touche. That's something.
And, just like us, the circle, you got no bloody idea just how big that square is. Exactly, just what the area is. You got to put that pi there, because if you were to convert it into decimal, you know, to the precise value as a constant, I mean, it is a constant, it's just an unknown constant, because it's not only an irrational number, but an, what's it now, existential number? No, that's not it. A transcendental number. As a transcendental number, so there's no bloody way you can ever know how big it is, you know, compared to numbers, you know, if you wrote it out in decimals or in a fraction, or really in a fraction. I mean, you can't bloody write in a fraction. That's the bloody definition of a rational number, is that you can write it out in a fraction, a over b, where b is not equal to 0. Because if it is, then you've got yourself some crazy stuff right there. That's really, you got some really crazy stuff right there. So you really shouldn't even do it. But if you do, and the universe still hadn't exploded, you idiot, then you've got yourself probably an infinity, which is either positive or negative depending on how you got there, or perhaps both at the same time. If you don't even know if you got there through until you figure out how you got there, 0. Yeah, at least I think that's how it works anyway. Not really sure, not a mathematician myself, but I just know myself as being a circle, and I know that, well, it's actually very interesting. I'm not really sure why we were talking about this in the first place. Right? Why am I proving I'm interesting? Well, wait, were you proving I was interesting? Why were you proving I was interesting? Were you proving I was a square? Because I'm not a square, you're a square, you idiot.
Well, you just proved you can square yourself.
Not really square myself, really more like circling you. By inserting a square root of pi in here. It's not really square me, it's just circling you. A circle with a radius of 1. It can't be much more basic than that, can you?
No, guess not.
Yeah, that's the point. Anyway, what was this about then? Well, if this was about something like me doing well at Lumosity, if that was this episode was ever about, if that was what this series was ever about, then then we just failed hard because I'm not doing well at all. Dan, blast off. Well, tiles 15. What a disgrace, man. Oh God, a disgrace. But anyway, that's it. The point is that any time when you include pi and do not include a way you can get rid of it, you've got yourself a really big mess. Yeah, so you don't really. So I mean, at least I'm pretty sure you do. So that means that you can't. Like if you're trying to build a computer if you're trying to use a computer to construct a circle, for instance, it can't do it perfectly because it can't determine what pi is exactly, and pi is a crucial part of building a circle. You can figure out what its area is exactly in numbers rather than just representative. So, yeah. I mean, you can absolutely figure out how to figure out what pi is. You can figure out how to determine what it is. The problem is that what you use to determine it doesn't determine it all at once. It determines one decimal point at a time. And, well, they just keep coming infinitely. Like, truly infinitely. It's non-repeating. Meaning that if you write it out in decimal, there's no point where it is necessarily true that every number that can exist actually exists in some point in pi. I am pretty sure that's true. Every number that can exist is right there. Inside there. Just the digits of it, not it's inside. It's inside there. No matter how long, it could be billions of digits long. It could be quadrillions of digits long. Technically, I'm pretty sure it ought to be in there somewhere because it is infinitely long. Infinity it's pretty big. It's pretty big. You can fit a lot of trillions of digit numbers inside infinity. Yeah, so it's a lot more than a few trillion digits, I can tell you that much. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. I hope you had some fun watching it. I hope you learned something too. And I hope that you didn't learn anything wrong. I hope I was right about everything I said here. And as I said, not sure that as I'm saying now, disclaimer, I probably am not right about most of what I said. But there's a possibility I am, so don't, think the opposite of what I said. Just don't even think anything. If you're interested in it, and in fact, if you're interested at all in what I just said, then go look it up yourself. And then post in the comments how wrong it was, okay? Okay, thanks for watching, goodbye. But then make sure I know why you're doing it, because otherwise I'll be like, why, it's Lumosity? Why would you be posting a comment about what? About pi? Huh? That's totally random. But then you'd probably be like that about me, too. Why am I talking about pi when we're playing Lumosity? Anyway, bye.